This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Borussia Dortmund come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. There will be a throw-in. Can he get it through? Kane looking to get on the end of this. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Passing is crisp and sharp. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pass is just off target. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is it? Mbappe! Camavinga. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Mbappe gets into a good position. Now he's got space here. Quarter of an hour played. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well read, nice interception. Caicedo. Searching pass he's played there. Threads one in. Borussia Dortmund are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now he's off and running. Szoboszlai. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Chance, surely! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Well, they can break here.
Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Jimenez. Camavinga. And Alexander-Arnold. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Probing pass. Caicedo. And he was quick to react. Messi. Can he latch on to this? Robertson. Caicedo. Van Dijk. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe! And it's Messi. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Nicely weighted ball. Here, takes a shot! Just off target.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Messi. Good, strong midfield. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Caicedo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! Valverde. Camavinga. And it's Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That is good strength. Neymar defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Linton. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
No, it's come to nothing. No way through. That's an imaginative pass. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. Great chance!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Mbappe has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. No way through there. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's got away. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Yeah, whether it's knockdowns or headers, you'll know he'll fight for it. Borussia Dortmund really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, that is one way to stop him. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Robertson in acres of space out wide. He has a look up. Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Caicedo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's found the way through. Akanji. Caicedo. Camavinga. Mbappe. And he's had a hit. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Messi, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 18, serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11,
Valverde.
el dorsal 41, el dorsal
Borussia
22.
Dortmund really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's going for goal! He should have put that one away.
Mateus Cunha really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Not the most convincing of passes. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's definitely not his best.
Borussia Dortmund are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Camavinga. Van Dijk. Caicedo. Quality ball. He's a sharp little ball here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, super ball. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position.
Habrá un
Neymar.
minuto de descuento.
Oh, such a clever touch. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was... This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Borussia Dortmund come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Looking for a runner. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Mbappe. And he was quick to react. And that is a little undercooked. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. And what shapes to shoot! They've scored! First blood drawn. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him. And his response, absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Quick look, then plays it in. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Mbappe. McAllister wins the duel this time. And it's Hazard. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Offside.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Robertson. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. It's come to nothing. McAllister. It's Vinicius Junior. First quarter of an hour gone. That's a cute ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Looking for the run. Look at this. Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Alexander-Arnold. Madrid are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? He's beaten the last man. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Borussia Dortmund present their opponents with the best possible chance here to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Marcó en el minuto 28 el dorsal 11.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's McAllister. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh no, that was never going to make it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Kane. Tries to play it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
This looks promising. And he's had a hit! Rodri. Nice looking ball. Akanji makes the interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
McAllister. Now it's Mbappe. Akanji does well to get it back. McAllister with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Now it's
2
Mbappe.
minutos de descuento.
Vinicius Junior looking to add to his goal. That's been slipped through. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It is no contest. It is a landslide. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. Here we go again then.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Foot in. Now it's Mbappe. And he's let fly. Yes! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Madrid are having a ball here. Tries to dink it through. Vinicius Junior opts for safety. McAllister. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Alexander-Arnold. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Mbappe. Caicedo. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe picked out brilliantly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's picked it up out wide. And he rises! And yes, it's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Borussia Dortmund perhaps contemplating their next change here. Vinicius Junior. Taken off it pretty forcefully. And it's